the Great
Hey, everybody.
Unlock crew. How are you doing? Thank
Yay.
you.
How's everybody doing?
Doing good, doing great.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. We are coming live right after our event on Sunday on soul contracts, relationships. It was a beautiful, beautiful event. Thank you for those who were there. And we are getting ready for this month or for March, where we are talking about the nature of the construct. So a little bit of a detour from what we've been talking about, but there's so much happening right now. There's so much going on in terms of disclosure, things with UAPs, things with these Epstein files. I mean, everywhere you look, something's coming up. So it felt madness everywhere, right? It felt very timely. And I think it also leaned into why we even started the Great Unlock. And we really wanted to come together and just talk about that and why we're all here showing up every week and bringing everyone together every month. And kind of what the beginning of that looked like and where we're moving towards, in the near future. So I'm going to open up to our host here.
Okay. I don't mind to start this time.
Yeah, go ahead, Shem. You got it.
What I have learned from the Great Unlock and what's happened is we are such a wide community of people who are all at different points of remembrance. And when we come together and talk about the things that we've remembered and the things that we have a knowing about, it's also meeting people where they can openly talk about where they're at without fear of judgment, but still coming in their full sovereign self. Their opinions don't have to align with ours. Their opinions don't have to align with each other, but their sovereignty is respected, and it's also a place where we can expand together and learn from one another. And what I love about it also is we get to discuss the plethora of things that are so restricted on other platforms. And people get to ask questions about things that they may be feeling like, I didn't really want to ask that there because I didn't want to. We're like, nah, let's go. Let's dive in.
Spicy.
Yeah. And what I've noticed about this is the nature of the construct, when we were chatting about it, is so vast. Yes, it's where we are. It's what we are. It's why we are. It's everything. Like if you're not at a place right now where you're willing to even pick at the truth of where we are, that means you're not willing to pick at the truth of a lot of things. What we are, why we came here, how this all works, how it was laid out, why it was laid out, and where your place in it is. All of these things. And we were finding like all these detailed talks we were holding are going to circle around the same thing of, because it's weaved into everything. And once you understand the construct and once you understand why we came here and the question and the answer to all those things, you'll understand why soul contracts are weaved in, manifestation is weaved in, why original pairs is weaved in, all of these things. And having a space where we can do that with the wider community on a monthly basis is like a touching base, really. And I love it. I love what it's becoming. I really do.
Yeah.
Anything
definitely.
else, guys?
No.
Yeah, that's me. That's my reflection on it. Yeah, that's my reflection on it.
Yeah, I like it. Other than a matter of like personal empowerment for you guys too, this is the more relevant, given, as Shem alluded to, more relevant given current events, etc. Like, you need to be armed with this knowledge so then you can decide what you want to do with it and not leave it up to someone else to drip feed you what they want you to know and leave you with more questions than answers or more confused than you were before or whatever else. So giving you what we have come to know through our own experience, our own musings, our own research, whatever, give you a good leg up on that. So
Andy?
For you. You'll go, Corey. Yeah. I'm only, because I'm with Shem on the screen, I'm only, following the different screen. Go.
You locked in, like.
Go. I was like, all right, Corey, go.
Count the squares.
So what the Great Unlock means for me, and I think I speak for all of us, is it gives us the opportunity to reach all of our audiences and get them to start focusing on getting to a place of remembrance.
Yes.
That's all really this shit is about. Like, if we being real, like, once you know who you are and what this is and what this entire experience is, now you're free to make whatever decision you want without judgment, without feeling like you are different or weird or whatever. You can stop giving a fuck about what people think about everything because you're awake. And I was telling Shem this before, like, I don't care what sleep people think because you sleepwalking, you sleep talking. How you know? What do you know? All you know is what you've been told by other people. So, and that's all I knew for a long time, like for most of my life. I've only been awakened for the last 3 years. So for the first, I'm not even gonna tell my age, but I don't care. Nah, for the first 45 years of my life, I was asleep. I was just experiencing what I agreed to come here and experience.
Man, I was going to guess 32.
Right. Well, I appreciate that, but no.
Yeah, you are.
So, and we're gonna talk about that too, about how we can start slowing down these aging processes spiritually. We're gonna talk about that too. I want to talk about that when we do nature the construct. When we do that, we're gonna talk about that. Remind me to bring that up. Remind me to bring that up. Because
how you became a vampire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to
He doesn't age.
blood
He's
to stay young.
580 years
You
old.
don't have to go to the island to stay young. You can literally do that for yourself.
Right.
Joke.
You know. So, but with that said, I think the great unlock just gives us an opportunity. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, I'm only aligning with people who have the integrity and the authenticity that aligns with my integrity and my authenticity. This is why you don't see me doing a bunch of stuff with a bunch of people. I posted it as you guys and Darius and the few other people that I truly trust, or not even trust, but I believe they have the level of integrity and authenticity that matches mine. So the great unlock is a real good opportunity for you to get varying points of view. Sometimes our points of view may differ because we are living different experiences. Most of the time it's going to be aligned, and we're probably going the same direction, even if we got a different way of getting down that same road.
Yeah.
But it gives you as the listener opportunity to hear the perspective of me, of Shem, Omani, of Bless.
And then see where those connect.
And then see what you resonate.
Because they will.
Correct. Exactly. And then ultimately, like I said, it's really just, I mean, listen, I come from the Darius camp, and the whole point of the great work is to make sure everybody understands and remembers what and who we truly are. Once we do that, the rest of this shit falls away like dominoes, like really being quite honest. So yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what? I mean, I resonate with every single thing you guys have said. As far as why you should be a part of that event or not, it's gonna come down to a frequency. If you're a frequency match, so it's not effort in it. So you're only gonna be like, okay, I get it. I need to know more, so I'm gonna subscribe. I'm gonna be part of that. What I would say, I think the nature of the construct is also what we are covering. I would say, whether you think we're in a matrix or in a big game or video game, whatever you decide, it is for you, for yourself. If you're a player in a game, you're going to need to know the rules. You're going to need to know how to play that game. There's no other ways. You're going to need to know what the nature of the game and why we created that game in the first place. And that's just the way it is. If you want to win the game, or else you don't believe that is even a game, and then in that case, or it's you don't believe it's a construct. In that case, it's what Corey said. Like, well, you are sleepwalking, and that's okay. we've got love for you anyway. Doesn't matter what
Right.
you decide that is. However, now if you're ready and you're like, you know what, I know it's a construct, I know it's a matrix, even if you haven't experienced an OB, but you feel it inside of you, you're like, you know what, that movie Matrix just did something to me.
Yeah, you
And
feel
you're
that
like,
coming
you know
from within for a reason. Like that's there. Don't ignore it.
That intuition. And you want to know how to play the game. You want to know what's going on, what is truly going on. Well, that's what we're doing. That we are here to talk about the things that, you know, it's been hidden, things that is necessary for you to know in order for your evolution, for your soul evolution, for your soul expansion. Because after all, when we all go home, we're going to look back on that experience and we're going to want to know, okay, how was it for me? And for some people, they don't want to wake up. And that's what they're choosing for themselves in that school. And maybe that's going to be the best experience they ever had. However, for the one who wants to wake up or ready to wake up, well, we're here. And then during this event, you can ask us questions, or we'll answer these questions.
Yep. No BS. No leading you down some rabbit hole and giving you like, oh, well, this society and that organization and blah, like we're cutting to the chase with it. Like, this is what you need to know. And the rest is kind of just noise that's on top of that, because some of us have already gone over that stuff and realized that too. And some of us have seen beyond and already know the truth. They don't need that stuff.
And to Amandi's point, it's okay if you ain't there yet. But if you really ain't there, you probably ain't even tuned into what we doing anyway. So if you hear, if you come to the lives, if you come to the events, if you follow any of us on our individual stuff, then you already aligned with waking up, whether you've had an OBE or not. Some people may not even have that experience. Not saying they can't, they may choose not to. And just say, well, I'm gonna follow the people that I know who have, and that's fine too. I prefer you see it yourself, because that way it provides your own validation. But if that ain't you, that's fine. If you're here, it's because there are no coincidences. There's a spiritual soul frequency, whatever you want to call it. There's an alignment to what we're doing, and I'm not gonna make no apologies about it. I want everybody to get up. I need everybody to get up out their bed, wake up, so we can start changing this experience as a collective consciousness. Other than that, you are simply just a passenger in your own vehicle driving through this life, and you shouldn't do that.
Well, and if you're running into us or anything similar to this, like don't take that for granted. Like, there's a reason. Like, it may seem so simple and so you like. Sometimes things happen and they just seem very subtle, but they're there like, oh, you want to wake up now? Poof, here you go. And the reason for that is you don't want to be someone who's just laying there until the mattress gets flipped and they have to finally wake up. Like, you know, like, you want to get up and you want to help with that. So don't ignore that.
And the truth of the matter is, to add on that, Bless,
you
have already, if you listening to me all under the sound of my voice, you have already agreed to whether you're going to wake up or not.
Right.
Yeah.
This has already been, again, when we talk about manifestation, it ain't just for the shit you want and don't want. It's eternal. Manifestation is eternal. You've already manifested whether you're going to wake up or not. Again, manifestation doesn't mean you get everything you want. Man, you can manifest the things you don't want. So if you don't want to wake up, you've probably already decided, you came into this experience saying, you know what? I'm going to sleep through this one. And that's fine. That's okay. But the problem with being asleep is that when things start happening around you, it's going to be easy for people to lie to you because you aren't awake. You don't know it for yourself. So when people say, oh, Jesus is coming back, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, it's got to be it. So then when they blue beam your ass and have a fake Jesus falling down from the sky, you're going to be like, yeah. And then you're going to be easily controlled.
And he's shocked when you finally do learn the truth.
And then exactly. And so what I propose is, let's get the shock over with now. Let's start figuring out what this shit is now. So when they start, because I am telling you right now, there is no way around it. we will know the truth about everything that we're experiencing within probably the next 5 years. I'm just being real with you. Like
It's
in the next 5
preparedness, isn't
years,
it?
right. We will know. We will know about we're finally knowing about. We will know about the other realms. We will know what the construct is. What we're doing is we giving you the answers to the test early, so that when it comes, the test comes, and you face with this thing, you don't fall back into fear because you don't know. And
Um,
so, I just think that's important.
Yesterday, you lot kind of got at me because I'm gonna bring this up. So now we got that out of the way, I'm bring up something. Yeah. Yesterday, you lot kind of got in my ass because I I've had interpretation a lot around really speaking truth on this in fear of making people scared, in fear of not giving it to them in a way that would put them in more fear.
Mhm.
And you lot very frankly and kindly explained to me that in itself is a fear.
Correct.
And then that in itself is not fair for others. Because if they say they're ready for the truth, why would you water it down in any way?
Right.
So moving forward with that, if you do turn up to these events, while I will be doing some stuff like, I'm walking you through your clears, I'll be walking you through really tapping into your abilities. I'll be walking you through all of the protocols that I've used over many, many years. My wake up isn't like a lot of other people's wake ups, which is why I love the plethora of people that we have at the Great Unlock, because I came in tapped in. Like I came in. I didn't have childhood wasn't childhooding because I was so already awake, switched on. When people say reawakening and going back to sleep, I tried many times to set myself back to sleep, and my soul was clearly against it. What does that look like? Why your life ain't life in? What are the energies that are working against that? All of the they and all this business, I'll fine, I'll let you know. I interacted a lot with them. Like, what are you ready? Do you know how you're interacting with them? Like, if you're here for the softly, then stay on YouTube for real. And if you don't want to be accountable for anything, or you want to still have a finger to point at other people, and you're not ready to hear about what things you still name as demons, then don't come. Because I can't come and turn up and tell you about the shit that I know, and you don't want to hear about that bit though.
Right. Yeah. Well, and to your point, I noticed just someone posed a question in the chat there that's very relevant, talking about the reason why people don't want to wake up is because potentially they're afraid of their own accountability and they want to pass it on to someone else because it's easier. Like, yeah, what you're getting at is that's part of it for a lot of people. Like it's that fear. And it's time for that to go away now.
I saw that question actually. I was thinking about it. Thing is, I think I don't actually think it's because of that. I think for the most people, I think most of people they in ignorance, and I don't mean in the negative way ignorance is being used, by saying to someone, "Oh, you're ignorant." No. Like they don't know. They just don't know, and they've been programmed since birth, and there's no way for them to know how to deprogram themselves and start, channeling certain knowledge from the intuition. So now they find themselves in this space where they just like, it's easier. They don't want the growing pain because they're already assuming, because it contradicts so many of their beliefs, that it's going to be painful. And I'm going to give you one example as well. The idea, I'm going to use AI. So AI is being, pictured as, well, soon AI will steal everyone's jobs. And then they're like, well, how are we going to earn money? Like, what was going to happen? It's impossible. Like, if they steal our job, then It means that we're not going to earn money. Well, are they going to put us in a system like sort of a universal credit system, or what's that going to be? And that's mean no one can ever be wealthy and blah, blah, blah.
The fear mongering on the fear mongering.
Right. So the justification of your world right now you're in, the idea of you providing work, and then that work for productivity, you create products that people will consume, so consumables and stuff like that. Then there's a pass on currency from one part to another and all of that stuff. That system is so all fake system, is built on debt, and it's not even a system that's sustainable. Now, if nobody work, there's no need to work, but you can get the same goods. That's mean that you don't need money. Money doesn't have to be here. Meaning that you've got access to everything, no limitation.
Yep.
If you got access to everything, no limitation, we're all at the same level. So guess what? You can, whether saying we're all poor or we're all wealthy, it doesn't matter what you want to see it as. It means that now there's no resistance. There's no more friction. The friction is simply created because of the beliefs you hold. And the question is, are you a participant to these beliefs, to these systems? Are
you perpetuating it? Yep.
Are you perpetuating it? Exactly. Like let's say. So my point is, that's where people are. They cannot see a change, like how it will look like. They don't get how it is possible, because they would have to agree about one thing. Maybe work don't need to even exist in the first place. No one need to work. No efforting.
It all hinges on some suggestion they were fed when they were younger, right?
And because they tethered their worth, their identity to work. I'm a hard worker, I'm a good person. Then now they're in conflict. Now you have to know how you participate into these systems. You have to know how to plug out. And people don't know. I think it's really what it comes down to for most of the people. Now, a few, it's accountability because they've done some questionable things. And they're like, you know what? I don't know about the disclosure. I get it. Although that's from judgment as well. Good and bad and blah, blah, blah. So that's what I would say about that question.
Yeah. So when I look at it, I agree with everything Omani said. And I'm going to say to the side that I don't think it's more so accountability for the things they've done, but more so they don't have to be accountable for the decisions they're going to make.
Yeah.
And so if you can stay asleep, then I can just like you say, Almighty, I can point my finger at this person and that person. I can point it at God or the devil or the politics or, or this or a bank or this or that.
Right.
I can always make it somebody else is trying to do something to me. But then once you understand what you are, because I think most people don't, until they come into like really these communities, they don't even realize that you're not a human.
Right.
Like
even on an intellectual level, they don't understand.
Like they don't understand you're not a human. You're playing the part of a human. Like you're far beyond humanity. Like humanity is a subset of the construct. Like, you know what I mean? And this is why when they go into the realm 2 or extraterrestrial or extra interdimensional, whatever you want to call it, when they go into that, it's going to startle people because they don't understand that there are souls playing different roles all throughout the universe. And I'll call the construct the universe because that's what it is. And so little things like, you don't understand, you're literally being a soul means you're eternal. So if you're eternal, then there's no one place that you have to be. And you are literally existing in all different facets all at the same time. These are things that we will talk about when we go into that event. But I think too, but like it go back to what Shem said about the fear part. Our problem is we have to give it to you straight, or we are producing fear in your life by assuming you are afraid. I'm taking this logic from Omandi, who taught me about money. I told you, I'm always going to give you your flowers on that.
Picking the flowers.
But it's the same concept. There you go. The fear, scarcity, lack, all that stuff, fear, it's all the same. And it's all should be treated the same. So me personally, I'm going forward, and I told my group, like, I'm not here to patronize you. I'm not here to coddle you. I'm here to tell you the truth so that way you can see what it is. You can try to have an OBE for yourself. Even if you can't, you can start looking around you and seeing that all the stuff we saying is literally being told to you. And now you can start breaking free of whatever fears you do have. Because if you do have fear, you're going to have to face it at some point. This is why I'm not even with the whole, well, I ain't going to say this because that'll produce fear. Well, that ain't my problem. That's your fear. You got to deal with it. That shouldn't stop me from telling the truth because you're going to be scared. And then me saying I'm not going to tell the truth because you might be scared, I'm literally producing fear. I'm telling you have a fear that I don't even know if you got.
Right, you're making the decision for them before they even have a
I'm
chance
making the decision for you.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. I'm deciding that fear is a barrier for you.
Yep.
And it may not be.
But
so that's why we got in Shem ass yesterday.
Yeah.
And it wasn't personal. We love Shem.
Oh no, I didn't take it like
but
that.
We were
I was just like,
oh, I know she did. I know you didn't, girl. I'm saying this for the people. I know you didn't. But I'm explaining to the people, it was never about that. It's always about how can we be totally honest, totally in our integrity, and totally in our authenticity. And Shem is a bad motherfucker. And she kind of holding back because I don't want people to be in fear. Fuck that. And I'm saying, fuck that. We going forward, and either you with it or you not. And that's okay if you're not.
It's gonna have to be.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to get with it when all this shit come out.
Right.
So you can get with it now, or you're going to have to get with it later. Because the truth is, every single soul is going to know what we know. There is an event marker in which every single soul on this planet will know exactly what we know.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can either get
you
can either get the answers right. You can get the answers to the test early, like I used to like to do. Let me go ahead and get my study sheet ready early, so when I get to the test, I ain't failing it. Or you can wait till it's test time, and then now you now you have to face your fear.
Right.
Because they don't put that shit front and center in your living room.
Yep.
Because the minute they show alien on TV, now you can't fuck around no more.
Yeah.
You can't play no more.
I think as well, we get to a point where many people won't allow themselves to perceive new concept. And I'm going to give one that's very basic, very simple. What if? Just do that sometime. What if you don't need to eat? You don't need food. Understand there's people out there, they don't really use food. Now, I'm not going to get into the details right now about that, but what I'm saying is what if any of us don't need food? What if any of us don't need shelter? What if electricity was completely free? What if? What would that mean? Would you go to work? Would it be a need to go to work? Can you fathom a world like that?
Yeah. What would work even look like if you think you'd go to work?
Right? Can you begin to allow yourself to see reality in that way?
How would you spend your energy?
Right.
The extra energy of currency that you use
to go
and buy food, and the extra energy that you have because you are so plentiful in your physical body as well.
Right. Like, what would you even do with yourself?
You'd be abundant in energy in so many areas of your life. What would you do with it?
Yeah.
And I'm seeing Shah, it's time for dash with it.
So
it's so true, Shah. It's time for dash that way. For real.
Take what Shem just said and flip it in reverse, and you can see the master plan to keep you asleep.
Right.
If I can keep you focused on work,
yes, Corey.
If I can keep you focused on money, if I can keep you focused on all of the scarcity and things you don't have, then guess what your energy does? Your energy stays in them pockets, and you never expand it. It never grows. You never use it for anything that you wanted to use, that you plan to come here to use your energy for.
So if it's a game, think about it. Sometimes it is good to try to see things from another perspective. So that if that is a game, how would you control the game? So then when you begin to ask yourself that question, you realize, oh, again, possibly it's controlled that way. If you control energy, resources, then now oblige people, you make people believe that it's scarce, and then now oblige people to just work for it. That's pretty much how you value assets. You create a context of scarcity
and you
around
reinforce
it,
that
and
through the news, through their entertainment, everything they do to like take their mind off of things, just redirects it right back to the same ideas.
Create an environment and uncertainty. Will they tell us the truth? Will they not? Is it disclosure this month? Is it not? Ooh. How does it look like? Wow.
And on a micro level, well, I guess Big Brother's the show Big Brother is global. So, but on a micro level for where we're at, they're literally giving you the playbook when you have the Big Brother. Like, it's a game. You're the contestant. You go in. You live there. You're watched, and they toy with you the whole time to see who cracks first, how you act, and it's a game. And will you win?
Yeah.
And how you play the game is always who walks in there. The person who walks out happy is the person who understood what it was all for in the first place when they walked in. Not the person who was delusional when they walked in and was like, I'm looking to find the love of my life or whatever it is. No, you're not. No, you're not. You want to win the whatever, innit? So let's be clear about why you're here. But people don't even know the why. And the fact that they're in a Big Brother and the fact that they are being watched and this is a game and they are just fucking with you. They fuck with your food and your heating and your loved ones, your relationships. They take you down in every area that they can. And then who are the they? Do we get to see the face? Do you care to, or do you just want to win the game? Questions you should ask yourself before these truths are revealed to you so you know what to do. Don't let them catch you slipping out here in these streets.
Right.
Love that.
And then you haven't mentioned the dream state as well, the interference with the dream state. This is one of them as well.
One of the many.
Anyway, we'll cover that on the event. I mean, guys,
this is what we talk about. This is how it's going to be.
Welcome back, Shem. Welcome back.
Hi,
welcome
nice to
back,
be here.
Nice to have you back with us, bro.
Nice to be here.
Listen, in case y'all know, I told Shem she can't smoke with us because she's been acting real.
and that woke me up in many ways because I was like, no, real smoking.
Bougie with the information. She's been acting real dainty with the information. I said, you can't be with us.
Hey. You know what? When you say these things about, let's talk about weed as well. I mean, you know, there's a whole thing around that. It was the same thing around alcohol. Like I said,
can I tell y'all, it ain't no thing around none of this stuff. Fuck what people telling you to do with your body and your life.
Oh, no. I wasn't talking
I'm not
from that
saying
perspective.
Yeah, I was talking about the perspective of where they tried to take it out and where they tried to put it in a category.
Seize control from, the source, I mean, the alcohol prohibition and then the weed prohibition and then the however, we get into the, details of that and all of that.
Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm so hyped about this one per se because I know for some of you've been outside of the construct. I've been outside of the construct. Like, I've seen it from the outside. I know what it looked like. I've been in my workshop where I know I've built other constructs myself. Like, I know what it is. So it's crazy because Darius explaining it really was just confirmation of something I saw 10 years before I even knew Darius existed. So it was to know what we're in gives you a certain level of confidence that you can move with because like, okay, I don't have to listen to this shit they saying on TV. Like, I don't have to believe all this stuff because I know. And so this is why, like, I know everybody won't have an OBE, but I always push people to keep trying because I want you to see it. I want you to see it. If you can't, then cool. Then trust us, I guess.
Well, and even if you just have enough of one, like, personally speaking,
like
just enough that I know I'm out beyond this crap.
Correct.
Like, that's plenty.
Like, I'm telling y'all, all this OBE stuff is all boils down to one thing, and it's just learning that you exist beyond this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is not the whole story. This is literally one of infinite amounts of stories that you have experienced because you don't age. There was no beginning of your soul. There's no end to your soul.
The never-ending
There's
story.
It's the true never-ending story,
Yeah.
right?
I will say something as
love
well.
Love that movie too.
I
The
will
song's
say
in my
that,
head now.
you know what? I will just say that about this game, the game we're in now. It's a game of perception.
Mm-hmm.
So intuition, power of deduction, will allow you to sharpen your perception. Now, if you do have an OB like Corey suggested, you will be aware of the other side, that you still exist. You had many forms, and it's all about aligning yourself with how you perceive things. That's what this game is about. Because one person perception can differ with the same information from another person perception,
Right.
even if you do have an OB. That is why the
because
necessity
you
of
creating it.
right. So the necessity of you having your own experience is important, but but the question is, will you allow it? That's all it is.
Correct.
Even if you are the frequency match and it's presented to you, that's the point of free will. Your soul knows. Your soul put these marker events, and then to give you the opportunity to choose for yourself at a particular moment. And the question is, will you?
Yep. Dang, that's a mic drop right there. Mic drop right there. I
Got
like
some good
that.
ones here.
Thanks.
That might be where we need to stop for the day. Unless there's something pressing, I'm gonna give y'all one more chance.
No, I'm good.
No, okay. So we are going to be going live every Wednesday around 1 o'clock Eastern time. You know, allow for some CPT, but around 1 o'clock. And we'll be talking all month about kind of disclosure topics, things around the construct, and leading up to our event at the end of the March, where we will go into the construct and all of these topics in depth. We're kind of switching things up, and we're really going to like lean into the disclosure stuff this month. So we really hope y'all can join us. But thank you for being here. And if you have any questions, drop it in the comments, and we'll try to get to it in one of our lives.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, please do.
Absolutely.
Love and appreciation
you.
to all of you.
Love you guys.
Yes, much love.
Love you all.
All right.